Hello, it is I, Cosmo James, and this is my review for the Hyperions. Produced by Daily Wire. They've actually been producing a lot of movies lately. I think they're up to four, and they got a few more in the oven to come. They've been premiering them on their YouTube channel, and then you can watch them if you're a member on um, their website. With that said, is it worth a watch? Yeah, that's well, let me just say this much. I'll give you my recommendation now, and I'll give you my score at the end. With that said, please like, subscribe, and comment. It'll be much appreciated. I talk about pop culture, reviews, reactions, the whole forte and bread and butter of YouTube. This is what I do. I love doing it. That said, is the Hyperions worth a watch? Oh, that's a hard one actually. Uh, hmm. It's a It's an interesting movie, I'll say that much. Oh wow, I'm already that's not very that's not a very good way to recommend this movie. So I'll just cut to the chase. Is it worth it or not? No, I wouldn't recommend this movie, sadly. I liked it, and yeah, that's what I have to really say about this. I liked it though. I'm not gonna stutter on this or back off from it. I did like it. The sad part is I wouldn't recommend it because it's way too niche of a movie. It's an interesting take though. It's based off of 50s, 60s aesthetics, and honestly, I really like the world building in this movie. I would like to see more about the Hyperion's world, but this movie is more of a character study about the main four characters being the Professor Ruckus, Vista, Maya, and Ansel are the main four characters in this movie, and it's more of a character study of their dysfunctional family. Honestly, yeah, it's more. It's a bottled movie, a a romp to be exact, but it does have its funny moments. But it's more serious at times. Not too serious, honestly. I think that was the problem with this movie. It's that it couldn't pick which side of the lane it wanted to be. It wanted to be a fun romp that doesn't take itself too seriously, but at the same time, it wanted to be somewhat a serious drama about family issues. And I think it was trying to straddle right in the middle, and it just couldn't. I think they should have just picked one or the other and just went for it. And personally, with the style and the aesthetics and what they're trying to pull off, they should have gone to the more romp, zany type of thing. Because there was funny moments in this movie that like, oh, this is pretty good. But far from few in between. That was the problem. And it's a bit slow, and it's the storyline's a bit of a scattershot. Interesting take, honestly. Not telling you the entire story up front, but letting you see little by little as it plays out. But it felt a little choppy, honestly, sadly. But I would say the upsides is I did like all the characters. Uh, Professor Vista, Maya, and Ansel. I would like to see them back actually, or learn more about them, honestly. But they all had well, their issues. Honestly, they're all broken people, but they mean well. That was the thing about this movie. They all mean well, and they're all broken, and you're trying to figure out exactly why they are broken and what happened to them in the past, and you get your answers. Um, Story wise, simple story. I won't say much because if you really want to see it, I'll let you experience it. So it's a simple story about well, if you've seen the trailers, Vista and Ansel goes into the Hyperion's museum, and they try to steal back their powers, and well, shenanigans ensue from there. So then you try to figure out exactly why they are doing this and what's up, and you figure it out. There was a few contrivances. Look, I don't mind contrivances, really. I don't want harp on them too hard, but if they're glaring, I will pick it out. And if the story is good enough, I would look past it. It doesn't really. It hurts. It depends on how much it breaks the story. And the few contrivances in this movie, kind of rocky at times, especially at the end. There was a point that I was like, yeah, I don't know if that would work. This is why I think it would have been better as a silly romp than more of a, serious thing. But with that said, it's still very interesting, and I liked it, and I would like to see more of these characters. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for the average MCU or DC movie goers, really. It's slow pace. It's more of a character, like I said, a character study, so you won't get much from it. But another thing I would say that had a drawback is the ending. It had the polar opposite not reaction. What's that word? Not reaction. I guess you could say reaction or effect. There you go. Ooh, got it. It had the opposite effect of the Batman. The Batman's ending was way too long, and this ending was way too short. That was the sad part. And there was kind of a fight scene at the end, but they kind of cut away, and that was actually rather disappointing for a superhero movie. There's one fight scene, and I was hoping at least one more after that. But we only get one. Maybe budgeting, maybe, but yeah, it was kind of disappointing. The ending wrapped up. It was a nice ending, but too fast. With how the movie ended, it ended open. It's an open ending, so it could go anywhere. And even though I wouldn't recommend it, I would say watch it anyways. You might like it. But if they made a comic book series or a cartoon series, kind of they dabbled in this movie a bit, or another movie that really focuses on the Hyperions and what they do instead of being a character study, I think I think it would do a lot better because I like the world. I like what they're building here. It needs a better story to go with it. That's the only thing I would say. You got something here. Keep working on it. All right. With that said, what would I give the Hyperions? I will give it a 2 out of 5. A mediocre. It's I like it. I wouldn't recommend it, but I would watch it again. And if someone asks, it's like, "Oh, should I watch this movie?" I'm like, if you enjoy I wouldn't say straight out no. There we go. That's what I would say. I wouldn't just say no. I would say like, you might like it, but I wouldn't go out of my way and start telling all my friends like, you need to watch this movie. That's the bad part of this movie. It's mediocre at best. Maybe a high mediocre for me. Well, that's it for my review. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see ya.